So I neglected to turn off an alarm on my phone and it shut off that video, but let me finish the story. So the construction workers were basically all black, and we're going back to 1968, long time ago. There's been a lot of water under the bridge between black and white in Chicago since then. Chicago gets in some ways a bad rap as being America's most segregated city, and there still are huge black ghettos on the west side and the south side. But there's also a big black middle class in Chicago, and the races actually mix a whole lot more in Chicago than in many places. And I've had incredible relationships with black friends in Chicago. A black friend dropped me a MoneyGram today that I'm going to Vegas to pick up. Dear friend, we did diversity work together, and we loved each other a lot, and still do many years later. But working construction, it was all black guys and all white college students. And we were terrible, we were useless. But the way that the flow of that job was, every week they would pour a new floor, and then during the rest of the week they did framing and other kinds of carpentry and stuff. But the real day of work was the day you had to pour a new floor, and they had to get it done in one day or it would be vulnerable to rain and stuff. And it meant shipping the concrete way up, like we were working on the 17th floor or something like that, 13th. So you send the concrete up through a huge tube into wheelbarrows. It dumps into big wheelbarrows full of concrete, and there's wheelbarrows all over Mexico. They're an incredible tool for people. Every family has a wheelbarrow pretty much. And those wheelbarrows full of concrete were heavy, and steering them down this rickety wooden walkway to get to the part of the floor you were going to pour was really hard work. And the black guys, they were sweet with us. They were very tolerant of us. And really all of us back then, during the week, there would be a tendency for all of us to drink during the course of the day. And we'd start the day doing cat calls to the students and other women down there. Hey, looking good, girl. Back when you still could do that. And it was sweet, and the women didn't mind it. It was just, they knew we were playing. So it was fun, and we'd get drunk and tell stories, and by the end of the day, you wouldn't go by the wall where there was no walls, and you'd stay tight. But on that one day, you'd work really hard, and those guys were really proud of their skills. And all day long, now this part got hard translating into my little Google app, but all day long, you'd be struggling to push that wheelbarrow down that little rickety walkway, and right behind you would be a black guy going, "Tighten it up, college. Come on, let's go. Tighten it up. We got to pour this floor today." And I loved those guys. And they were good to us. Tolerant, very tolerant of our ignorance. It was fun. So it was great. They were very patient, and there's a way of acknowledging them. Pouring concrete is hard work, and that's what they do, because everything's built with concrete in Mexico. So it's my way of saluting the working man, saluting guys who work with concrete, guys who build buildings. And I said the rest of my life was mental work, psychologist and stuff. But I will always treasure that summer. Sacred. It's a sacred, funny, very funny story, but a sacred story for me. Yeah, that helped to form me. And I told them, as soon as that job ended, because I just worked construction, I was able to go get another construction job. But because that was not with the university, and he did not have to keep college students, he fired me in a week because I was useless. It's true, I was useless. All right, bye.